What's up, motherfuckers? Quick update video. Very good start to the week for AMC. Already uptrending. I'm not going to really be going over too much in this video, as I covered everything on Friday. I covered all like the usual charts, the macro, the indicators, all that shit. So I'm not going to be doing that today. But instead, we're going to just be going over the the micro tracking, how it looks, what I'm expecting for tomorrow and the rest of the week. And that's pretty much it. So we'll start off first with the flat portion. And if you've been watching me for some time, you know what this is. I'm not going to go over the macro and how we got here, but here it is. Here's the flat portion, all your usual landmarks here. So this is January 2021 on the left, current cycle on the right. Coming down to your first bottom, choppy, gap up, double peak, second bottom, higher low. Come down to the first bottom, choppy, gap up, double peak. Come down to the second bottom, higher low, tri-peak, and then the downtrend to your third bottom all-time low, from which you form an uptrend into a new macro and a squeeze, which is where we are now. The equivalent of where we actually are on the daily. So you get this pop off the third bottom, come down here chopping. This is January 15th. You gap up, that's your macro break, and that's where we are. Third bottom, come up, pull back, very choppy, fighting for the 20 EMA, as you saw back here in 2021. Just updated date range, January 2021 cycle from the beginning of this until your peak was 342 days. Current cycle from the beginning to where we are currently, 327 days. We are now 15 days away from being one-to-one with the flat portion. I ran the date range 15 more days to see where it lands, and wouldn't you fucking know, it lands November 8th. Earnings, which... this looks amazing. It looks amazing. Would you just fucking look at it? It looks incredible. Love that. Now, really quickly, I have the EMAs. I just wanted to show this. I said this probably 2 months ago as we were on our way down right here, that eventually the price action would meet the 20 EMA, or the 20 EMA would meet the price action, and we would be fighting here, chopping for the 20 EMA to claim it before we gap up. As we saw previously, this is your third bottom all-time low, the uptrend off, the pullback, chopping here, fighting to claim the 20 EMA, and the exact same thing here, the uptrend off, the pullback, chopping to claim the 20 EMA. This looks great. Now getting into the actual tracking itself, so we're looking at these candles here. So zooming in, compared to these here, the tracking, I have all the prior tracking here. I'm not going to even really go through it. This is looking for the double top over here. Here's getting the double top, looking for the double bottom now. Getting the double bottom, the bounce off, and still looking for that 1050 to 1070 landmark. And here we are today. So here's all your landmarks. The first bottom here, your double top, the first bottom, your double top, the double bottom, and now we're looking for the 10.5 to 10.70 move. It looks like we're in this candle right here. So here's the bottom, the double bottom, and then you have two candles off. This one pokes above the green, and here's your second bottom, and then this is poking above the green. Looks like we're in this candle right here, and very possibly could be expecting 10.50 to 10.70, this landmark tomorrow. That's pretty much it for that. Tracking looks great. Really nothing else to say there. Not going to waste too much time here. Really quickly getting into this. This is zooming in even more on the actual move. I showed this in my last video, mentioning that this is a descending triangle. This is January 2021 on the left and the current cycle on the right, mentioning this was a descending triangle, which is a bearish pattern, but we will not be breaking to the downside. We will break out of this to the upside. And I even said at the end of my video, I am 100% positive that AMC will be seeing upside, will be uptrending this week. And here we are breaking out to the upside. So this looks fucking great. If I had to go based off landmarks and, just take this with a grain of salt, it's a 5-minute chart. So here's your double bottom. Here's your double bottom here. And then here's the uptrend off, very choppy, ups and downs. Very choppy ups and downs. And here's your breakout and your retest. And that is right before the move to 10.5 to 10.7. Here's your breakout and the retest. And also, Every one of these wicks down here is a V. I mean, if you've been following me for some time, you know what I'm saying here. This is a V, the end of a January 15th iteration, and here you are coming up, and then another V, a higher V, and a higher high, and then another higher high, and another higher V. So higher Vs and higher highs. This is a micro-fractal in an uptrend, at the same time breaking the descending resistance, as you saw here, and now looking for the push to 10.5 to 10.7, the landmark that we're looking for. All right, so we'll add on to what I said in my last video, being 100% certain of seeing upside this week. I'm 100% certain we will see $10 tomorrow. Whether we get the full move to 10.5 to 10.7 tomorrow, not too sure. It's definitely on the table. But I am 100% certain that we will see $10 plus tomorrow in AMC. This looks great. Still looking to check off this landmark here at this horizontal line, 10.50 to 10.70. Tracking's amazing. Looks great. One other thing. Now, obviously, I'm going to continue to track January 2021 because that's, the macro. It's what we're tracking. But I'm also tracking this. And I'm just tracking the symmetry here. This is coming down to the third bottom all-time low. Here it is. And this is the uptrend off. And so here was the first pop, and then you get this pullback. And it's a very, very symmetrical move. And I have everything marked here. You have this descending triangle pattern, three pokes below. So 1, 2, and 3. Third poke below being the lowest, the reclaim, and then the breakout. And then this was the uptrend that we had for 2 weeks. And again, pulling back, a very symmetrical move here, and it's playing out the exact same thing. So I'm going to continue to track January 2021, obviously, but I'm also going to track this as, personally, I believe this is more accurate than the actual 2021 tracking itself. It's going to end up looking the same as fractals are going to fractal, but this, on a day-to-day basis, is more accurate in my opinion. So here we are zooming in, and actually, before I get into it, I threw together this chart Monday night. After yesterday's price action, I threw this chart together, posted it in Discord. I didn't make a video yesterday, but I checked off all the landmarks of the symmetry here. So here's the top of the move versus top of the move. And then all the landmarks, your first bottom here, your first top in the green, first bottom here, first top in the green. Second bottom is higher, second bottom is higher, into your second top, which is lower in the yellow, and then your third bottom, which is the lowest of all three bottoms, and then you reclaim, and then you break out. And I left this white square here, roughly in the range of 970 to 1070. I left this here, I said in Discord, expecting a move, a possible high of day to 970, but 1070 was also on the table for today. And here it is updated. I didn't move the rectangle right here or anything. It's just, I left it here. So here we are, high of day today, I believe was 998. I could be wrong, let me just check really quick. 995. 995 was the high of the day today. Pulled back, here's your breakout of the trend. Here's the retest, and once again, another higher V. All these wicks once again are V's. So V here, higher V, higher V, higher V, higher peaks. This is a micro-fractal in an uptrend, at the same time breaking the descending resistance. I'm expecting more upside. Once again, 100% certain we're seeing $10 tomorrow. Whether we see the full move to 10.50 to 10.70, not too sure. But I am expecting 10 plus, and I wouldn't be surprised to see 10.50 to 10.70 either. And this uptrend will continue for the rest of the week. Higher highs and higher lows into next week, where, in my opinion, that's when the uptrend will really kick off. More than likely, the rest of this week looks something like this here. Maybe on Friday we get this move here, and then all of next week is just continued upside. It's going to, more than likely, the way that this plays out is, here was the first iteration, here's the second iteration. It's probably going to look very similar. The upside out of this is probably going to play out very similarly to how we saw previously. 2 weeks of just straight uptrend, higher highs and higher lows, which would take us right before earnings week. It would complete the V. It would check off January 15th on the tracking, which would be, I don't know if it's showing. it would check off the rest of this. So this landmark here, the rest of this uptrend into January 15th. Over the next 2 weeks, I expect this to play out. Leading up to earnings week, which November 8th is 1-to-1 with the flat portion. Once again, we're 15 days off being 1-to-1. The movement's perfect, the landmarks are perfect, and we are 15 days away from being 1-to-1 here with the 2021 flat portion, and exactly 1-to-1. Day 342 of 342 lands November 8th, which is earnings day for AMC. We have a lot of great news coming up with Taylor Swift, Beyonce, who the fuck knows what else. I'm sure there's something else in store. If we're squeezing earnings week, there's probably going to be some very big news. Something serious, bigger than Taylor Swift and Beyonce, in my opinion. But that's it. That's it for the video. 10 plus tomorrow, more upside, higher highs and higher lows, January 15th, every fucking day. Do me a favor, if you have Robinhood, look at the 1 day line chart on AMC today. Literally the macro. Look at the 1 day line chart and then click the 5-year line chart. Same thing. January 15th every day, every single day. And here we are forming some higher highs and higher lows. Once again, a fractal in an uptrend. I'm expecting this trend to continue for the rest of this week into next week, all the way until Friday, where we check off January 15th, heading into earnings, expecting a fucking wild move to the upside. That being said, that's the video. I'm going to try to keep the daily video short. Might do a full recap video on Friday again, just going over everything. But the midweek update videos, there's no reason to touch on all that. There's just no reason to drag out the video 20, 30 minutes. We'll keep it short, go over the price action, my expectations. Start to the week, Monday, Tuesday, looks perfect. No complaints at all. Catch you guys in the next one.